is Thursday, June 13th. June 13th, Thursday. And man, I got my hair done yesterday, man. Got my hair done. Feeling good, looking good. Got some pretty decent sleep. But what I will say is this. I tried to do a lot of research. No, let's retract that statement. I did a lot of research on this microphones and why it's not working, why the app isn't working. Because in order to use the mics, you're gonna plug it in to the phone or to the device, and then the app has to come on. And the app doesn't. When you plug it in, the app usually just because it stays the displayed, like whatever it is, it just stays there. And when you plug in the transmitter, it usually just opens up. The app opens up so you can modify all the microphones. And when I plug it in, it's not been doing that. So it just stays there. It just stays like at face value. It doesn't change. It doesn't open up. So I did a lot of research, and they said that it's the app. They said it's the company. I guess the app is trash. Everybody's going through the same thing. Because they said the same thing that I said. I'm like, it worked in the beginning perfectly fine, and now that whatever, it's not working anymore. So how the hell that happened out of nowhere, I don't know. I deleted the app, and I reloaded the app like 3 times just to see if it was the app or no. Just to see if it would work, if I had to update the app or not. And that didn't work. Then I went on YouTube and I checked how to, maybe it's the microphones. So they said that so what I did was I went on the app on my MacBook, and then I tried to refresh the microphones and wipe out any history that's in the microphones and diagnose them. When I did that, it said there was no issues with the mics. So I was like, so it's not that. So I don't know what it is. And I guess, like I said, I went on the app and everyone's saying that they're having the same issues and that they're not buying from that company no more. It's called Rode. So if anyone knows any issues out there, feel free to let me know so I can try to figure this out. If not, I'm gonna have to buy some new headphones and do a different app, because this shit's not working. And I love having a microphone. I love talking. I can hear my voice. I don't have to yell. And I ain't gonna be able to talk to you guys through the workout because I have to get super close to the camera, and you ain't gonna be able to hear me because this fucking place plays the music so loud. So I have to do voiceovers, like I said, until I get the new headphones. So hopefully those come soon. I got to do more research now and figure out which headphones are another good option besides these Rhodes. I really like these wireless Mi's though. That's the sad part. So it's unfortunate that I can't find out a resolution. But anyways, on the agenda today, we're doing shoulders, triceps. So I'm going to start with some side lateral cables just to warm my shoulders up, and I'm gonna do a couple working sets there, probably like 3-4 working sets, and then we're gonna go to the pressing. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for pressing. I might be dumbbells. I would like to do some dumbbells, but I don't want to put too much pressure on my diaphragm neither, because like I said before, I do still have those little bit of issues going on, trying to get it to heal. So I don't know if I want to. I do want to do it, but I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to make things worse. So depends on how I feel. If I feel decent, I might do it. If I don't feel like that's the best case scenario, then I'll either do the machine or I'll do the behind the neck presses. So it's gonna be either or. And then after that, rears, fronts, you guys know. And then I'm gonna do some push downs, single arm push downs. I gotta do traps too. Can't forget the traps. Skull crushes, and then end out with some. I like to do over the head extensions. I feel like the overhead extensions really separates this right here, this part right here from your bicep. It gives you that separation, and it works the underarm, the bat wings. So I really like doing those. And of course, everything's gonna be 20 reps. You guys know, until summer's over, and then we're gonna up the ante. So yeah, hopefully there's never anybody in here, so we're gonna be switching the gym soon. I know I keep saying that, but we're going to, because I need to switch up the atmosphere and get different machines and stuff. So let's get in here, get this shit rolling, man. 10:30, we made it early today, so I'll see y'all in there.
So as you see, I'm starting off with side laterals, and with side laterals, with the cables, what you want to do is, I know a lot of people like to drop it down low and do it from the bottom up. But if you think about it, if you put it towards your side more, near your hips, it pulls on the side delt way more than pulling it. Why? You don't really want it pulling it down. You want it pulling from the side. So when you do these, try to do it this way. And like I said, contract at the top, squeeze, and get that good stretch at the bottom. We're doing 20 reps and 2 to 3 working sets. No, I usually don't start off with side laterals. I just decided to switch it today because that's what my body felt like it needed. So, and I wanted to shock the muscles. So definitely good, different way to do things. And it also warms up the delts and the shoulder joints. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm like slightly leaning towards my left a little bit. And when you lean on the opposite side of this pull, like of the movement, you can get more of a deeper stretch on your side delts. So if you guys haven't tried that, give that a try as well. You don't have to lean crazy, but just put a little bit of lean into it. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. Notice how I'm really exaggerating that stretch, like I'm letting my shoulder get pulled all the way over to the other side of my body. That's going to promote more of a stretch on the side delts. To be honest, my shoulders are already pumped. So that's a good sign. This machine I'm about to do is a pressing movement and it works your side delts and front delts. So I decided to use this machine, man, and switch it up because I wasn't feeling the dumbbells. So we're going to give this machine a try, see how it feels, get that full extension all the way up. But it takes me a little while to find the right weight to use. But I'll tell you right now, my shoulders are on fire. My shoulders burn out pretty fast on this exercise. And I don't even have that much weight on here, so that's pretty crazy to me. But I guess that's what happens when you start off with side delts first. So I caught myself kind of going too fast. I had to slow down the tempo and get that full range of motion. But I also had to adjust the height of the seat because I was bottoming out too close. So I wasn't getting a full deep stretch on this one. So I was thinking about it. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go up a little bit more. I think I went up like 2 pins just to see because that felt pretty light. So this is my second working set. I put the weight up 2 more pins, but you're about to see how fast my shoulders burn out in fatigue. It's crazy. Yeah, I think I only got like 15 reps right there. I was like, screw this. I'm putting the weight back down because that was just ridiculous. I only went back down 1 pin, but still, you're going to see on the next one. My final working set, I did total 3 working sets here. I could have left it at 2, but I feel like I wasn't getting the 20 reps. So I'm like, let me go back and wait a little bit more so I can get the full 20. But I had to do some rest pauses in this set because my shoulders were just on fire. I couldn't even move them. So I thought last set was my last set, but this is my last set. My shoulders are just completely fried this set. I could have stopped at the last set, but I figured I'd do one more because, like I said before, I wasn't getting the 20 reps straight like I wanted. But this just was like crazy. I had to take 2 rest pauses. And I was going to stop here, but I said, no, I got to finish this up, man. Got to finish it. Tell you guys, my shoulders are about to fall off. Now let's move on to rear delts. Right, so right now I have the 25-pound dumbbells, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm doing rear delts bent over with the dumbbells because dumbbells, free weights are always the best for your muscles. But I did everything else with machines earlier, so I had to switch up half the workout for at least some free weights. But I'm trying to really squeeze at the top and get that stretch at the bottom, man. Doing 20 reps. So this is my second working set. Just trying to switch up the angle. The view of the camera so you guys can get a better look of the emphasis of the rear delts. And whenever you do this movement, make sure you guys slightly bend your knees, because you don't want to hurt your back. If you stay with the stiff legs, and your legs are straight, you will injure your lower back. So just be careful with this movement. So just decided to do one more set seated. Seated allows you to isolate your rear delts more because there's less movement going on. Anything seated is usually isolation movements. Now, I actually switched my hands and to be like parallel. So it's like I'm just pulling it up towards me. Like, you know how you do the rope pulls to your face, like I showed you guys before? It's the same simulation, except you just bent over, but you're still targeting the rear delts. So next, we're gonna move on to front delts. Delts, another isolation movement seated, really focusing on contracting at the top, trying to really control the weight and really emphasize that front delt. So kind of like lead with your elbows with this. It's gonna help you isolate that front delt more. Also, if you really want to like try to dig into that front delt a little more, like near your chest, notice how I turn my wrist slightly as I come up. That's working it more inside of the front delt, so it's tying into my chest. This is the final set and final exercise for delts, and then we're gonna move on to some traps. So I started to get a little bit of like some spasms in my stomach. I don't know if that was my hernia or what it was, but it shit felt weird, and I was starting to get some reflux. So I was just trying to like rub it down or whatever. I don't know if that helped any, but anyways, moving on to traps now. Barbell traps. I had a plate and a 25 on each side. Didn't have to go too crazy. Remember, guys, on this movement, you don't need a whole ton of weight. The whole focus of this movement is to squeeze at the top for a 2-second hold and really come down slow. Squeeze and contraction is the main primary action of this movement. So make sure you really squeeze at the top. I'm telling you guys, I can't emphasize enough how much this is going to make your traps grow. And you guys know the drill. 3 working sets, 20 reps. And at the end of the set here, you'll see me like really just go up and down and not hold it. It's okay to burn them out like that towards the end of the set. As you see, I just missed the rack when I re-racked on my left hand, but luckily my grip strength is pretty good, so it didn't fall out of my hand because I had a hook grip. So that was my last set. Now I'm going to move on to some triceps. And yes, I do put my weights back every time I lift. I've already done my first warm up set of these tricep push downs, which I actually really like because I've never done these before. I usually do them in reverse, but this felt really good. And I really could feel the horseshoe working in my tricep. So definitely going to be doing these more often. But yeah, same thing, 20 reps, 2 to 3 working sets here. And then really try to get that stretch at the top and squeeze at the bottom. This is the final set, and now we're going to move on to some dumbbells right after this. Dumbbell overhead extensions. With these, you really want to focus on getting that deep stretch at the bottom, behind the neck, and really contract it at the top. You don't want to fully lock your elbows out in this exercise because you will hurt your elbows, and you don't want to go too heavy neither because you will hurt your joints. This exercise also requires a lot of stabilizer muscles, and especially in your core, so make sure you stay braced because this is more of an advanced lifters movement. And notice how I'm self-spotting myself right here to get a couple more reps in so I can get that close to 20 reps. And my triceps are on fire. And remember, guys, this exercise works the bat wings, the bottom of your triceps, and gives it some of that mass. So I had to drop the weight. I had the 25s. I believe these are the 20s because I wanted to get 20 reps straight without no assistance. And this really burnt out my triceps. So after this exercise, my triceps are pretty much burnt out, but I wanted to force a little bit more blood into them. So you'll see the next exercise. So I wanted to finish off with some rope extensions or rope push downs. This really emphasizes the horseshoe, the triceps, wrapped around to the inner portion of the triceps. Really trying to squeeze and contract at the bottom. Trying to go for 20 reps, but my triceps are fried, so doing the best I can. The machine was a little too low. I kept hitting at the rack at the top, so I had to push it up more so I can get more of a stretch, and so I don't hit that rack when I do my push downs. So that is a wrap. That concludes our shoulders, traps, and tricep workout. I am done. I'm cooked meat. Now let's go check this damn pump. So I started posing in this lighting and it was kind of too dark. I didn't really like the way it looked today. I don't know what it was. Maybe my exposure was down too much on my phone. I'm not sure. So I had to go back into the boxing gym where there was more light. No, I don't know if it was me, but I was pretty pumped. But I just wasn't in that posing mood today. I don't know why. My posing was off. I didn't really feel like going through the motions today. I don't know why.
All right. Workout complete. Shoulders done. Shoulders and triceps. So, pretty decent workout. Felt after I did side laterals with the cables and I did the presses, I felt pretty well. I'm not gonna say I felt weak, because weak is hard to determine when you're doing 20 plus reps, but I definitely was burning out a lot faster than I usually would, and I contribute that to starting off with doing side laterals first. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's no big deal. I had to switch it up, shock the body, But so we did. Let me see what we did. Side laterals with the cables. We did 3 working sets there, and I felt really good. Get squeeze and contract at the top, and then after that we did the presses, seated machine press. I never did that machine before. It gives you a good deep stretch, and like I said, when you're doing machines, guys, you want to try to do as full extension as possible, because the machine's doing all the work for you. So you want to make it as hard as possible. So yeah, we did the machine. First, I did a warm-up set. I don't even think I recorded that. Maybe I think I did. And then I did 2 or 3 working sets. But I tell you, I was burning out super quick, because that burn was crazy. Like, the lactic acid buildup was. Remember, this is my first week back too, so starting off with the side laterals plus first week being back, that lactic acid builds back pretty quick, which means lactic acid is just that burning sensation you get in your shoulders where you can't feel like you physically can't lift anymore. It was happening rapidly. So I did like 2 to 3 working sets there. I had to do some pause reps in between because the shit was unbearably burning. I couldn't even lift my arms. So we did, a couple rest pauses, I'm sorry. Did a couple of those in between quite a few sets, actually. And then after that, we went over to some rear delts. And I noticed, but on that machine that I was doing, the presses, I think it hits it was hitting my side delts and my front delts the most. I couldn't really tell, but I felt it more in my side delts, my rear delts. I don't know if that's because I did side cable laterals first, so that area's already got kind of blood to it. It's pre-exhausted, so I felt it targeted in that area the most. But I don't know, couldn't really tell. But they definitely were burning my shoulders up. And I noticed during that exercise, I felt a little tweak in my stomach. like a little twinge. I don't know what that was. I don't know if I pulled something or if it's because my abdominal muscles are trying to get activated again because I was using my core. But after that, throughout the workout, I felt a lot of reflux coming up. So I kind of just worked through it, and I was like, it is what it is. It was affecting my breathing a little bit too, and I was like getting a little bit of palpitations, but I don't know, maybe I aggravated my hernia a little bit, and it was like giving me muscle spasms. I did feel a couple of spasms. I don't know. I try not to focus on that shit too much, but I also try to be aware too, because I don't want to ruin my whole workout, you know. So after that, I just, you know, kind of toned it down a little bit, focused on some raises. I did rear delts, side laterals. I did it with the I can't remember what size dumbbells. I think it was the 25s. Really try to contract and squeeze, bent over. Really try to, you know, squeeze it for like at least 2 seconds, and really try to control it and get those rear delts to pop. And then I did a couple sets there, and then the third set I did seated ones, because I started, like I said, my acid started coming up in my fucking chest. So I did the seated ones, and then I did the grip like this. So it's like I'm pulling it towards me, almost like the rope pulleys I showed you. So really try to focus on that, bent over, isolated. You know, when anything's seated, you're doing, it's pretty isolated, so there's less movement, less rocking, you know, cheating in the movement. So I did finish with that. Then I did front raises seated with the dumbbells. All the reps were 20 reps, 15 and 20. I tried to get 20, but some of them I only got 15 because they were like, shit was tough today. Like I said, that lactic acid, man, no joke. So I did front raises with the dumbbells. I did 10 like this, and then 10 together. You know, really try to squeeze at the top, get those front delts activated. And I only did two working sets there, because front delts you use in every movement, so to speak. So you don't have to like overwork your front delts, because they're already being worked in every pushing movement that you do. What's up, buddy? So, you know, I did a couple working sets there, and then we moved on to traps, shoulder shrugs. And if you watch, I was doing them with just a plate and a 25, really trying to focus and squeeze your traps at the top, because that's really going to give you the best, you know, it's going to give you the best results when you try to squeeze and contract, rather than go through the motions and put a bunch of weight on and try to like bounce up and down. Like, yeah, you could do that towards the end when you're burning out, but in the beginning, you really want to contract and squeeze, just like on every exercise, if you can. And so I did that for 20 reps, but towards the end of the reps, my fucking grip got loose, and I ended up, when I racked it, one side almost missed, and I was like, damn. But luckily there wasn't a lot of weight on there. And luckily I have a strong enough grip where it was hooked, so it wasn't going nowhere. But still. So yeah, did that. And then I actually forgot that I was superset my triceps with my shoulders. So I didn't even superset. So I saved it towards the end, which it's not bad, but at the same time, it took up a lot more time. Like I said, I try to be in there within an hour, 45 minutes the most, and then I'm out. I don't want to be in there for 2 hours and 3 hours. So, you know, I'm trying to cut the time and be as efficient as possible. But it is what it is. And for triceps, we started with some cable push down, single arms. First time I've ever done those, I'm not gonna lie, I usually do reverse. First time I've done those, and I gotta tell you, arm looks pretty good in this video right now, I'm not gonna lie. And I gotta tell you that from doing those, I really noticed my horseshoe on my tricep, being activated a lot, doing just regular push downs. And I'm gonna start doing those more often because those felt fucking great. All right, those felt great. And the reverse ones are cool, but they hurt my wrist. Like when you start going heavy on them, they start to hurt the wrist. So I'm not gonna be doing those much longer. I'm gonna substitute those for the regular push downs. So yeah, did those, like 3 working sets there, 15 to 20 reps. And then we moved on to dumbbell overhead kickbacks, overhead extensions with the dumbbells. Did 20 reps there. I had to give myself some assistance because those, for some reason, I feel like I could do like 50 of them when I start, and then as soon as I get towards like 12, I start my shit starts like getting hard, and that lactic acid comes in. I start dying. It starts dying down. So I'm like, damn, I had to assist myself. And then I dropped the weight and I got 20 straight, but that was even. I was like, damn. So I think I started with 25s with the dumbbells, and then I ended with the 20s. And then I was gonna stop there, but I was like, you know what? Let me do a couple rope push downs. So I did a couple rope push downs, a couple working sets there, just to push more blood into the muscle. I could have stopped at 1 rope push down and called it a wrap because my arms were fully pumped. I couldn't really put any more blood into my triceps, to be honest with you, because my shit was already fully maxed out. I could tell, I could feel it. But me being me, I said, let me just get an extra one. And that extra one is fine, but I don't think I really got nothing out of it, to be honest. But I did it anyways. So we ended up with some rope push downs. And then we did our pump check, pump check per usual. I felt decent today. Felt decent. I'm gonna lie, I feel a little drained for some reason. I don't know why. I feel a little drained. I don't know if it's the diet again or what. Because last night I had the craziest urge to have some sweets, and it was like overwhelming to the point where I actually got out some Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and I put a Pop-Tart in the toaster, and I was gonna have that with that. But I said, give me a second. So I did something else to distract my mind. I tried to chug a bunch of water, and I didn't end up doing it. I left the Pop-Tart in the toast. I'm not even gonna go buy it. I'm not gonna touch it, because if I go and check it out, I'm gonna be tempted. So I didn't even do it. I just went through the night. I fought through it, and I don't know. I think my body was really craving sugar last night because I was feeling drained today after that. Because I ate decent yesterday. Yesterday I had egg whites, turkey bacon, 1 whole egg. Then I had some watermelon. Then I had a protein brownie. Then I had for dinner, I had 2 lean beef patties. And they had a 93% lean, but I cook them on the grill, so it drains the fat. So 93% lean beef patties. I had broccoli, the vegetables, a couple white rice, and some of that low carb balanced wheat wrap. And it's got like the wheat wrap has, I think, 20 grams of fiber. So whatever you have fiber like that, and you have, say you had 23 grams of carbs, the fiber cancels out the carbs, and you end up with 3 grams of carbs. So that fiber is going to help break the food down too. And then for dessert, I had an acai bowl. This is a small one, the small ones that I have, which has a lot of probiotics in it to help, with digest your food and everything. So I had that for dessert. It was only 190 calories or something like that. Nothing crazy. So I had some decent meals yesterday, so I don't get why I was craving. You know what I think it is? For some reason, something tells me that I switched from brown wild rice to the jasmine rice lately. I've been using jasmine rice. I think that jasmine rice might be spiking my insulin, and it stays with me throughout the night, and then that's why I'm craving the sweets, because it's white rice. It's not the brown wild rice. Brown rice is low glycemic, so it doesn't spike your insulin. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So when I go back grocery shopping again, I'm going to get some wild brown rice and put it in the rice cooker and switch it, because the white rice, I love it, don't get me wrong, but I can't have it be spiking my shit like that, because it was a tough battle last night, guys. Like, when I say tough, I mean tough. Not to mention I was a little bored, so boredom doesn't help. But that was tough, man. I was like, damn, I can't picture it being like this every day, because I don't know if I could do it. Truthfully, I mean, I could do it because I just did it yesterday, but still, that was very hard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Usually, I would have caved in, but because it's my first week back, I'm like, I can't cave, man. I can't do it. And plus, you know what I do sometimes, right? If you guys ever want to cheat, right? This helps sometimes, not all the time. If you guys are on the verge of cheating, go in the mirror, right, and look at your stomach. For some reason, sometimes that shit helps me, because I can see, I'm like, oh, well, my stomach's going down, my waist is going down. I don't want to fuck it up now, right? And that's what helps me not do it even more. But sometimes if my stomach looks fucked and I've been eating clean and it still looks fucked, I say, fuck it, whatever, I'm just gonna eat it anyway. My stomach looks fucked anyways. Don't do that though, guys. Don't do that. That's just, I do that. I've done that in the past plenty of times. Don't do that, because you're just gonna ruin your gains even more. Don't do it. But sometimes that will help, but not for everybody, trust me. So, yeah, man. That pretty much concludes today's workout. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm not doing cardio tomorrow. I'm not training until Sunday, which will be legs and back. So I'm only doing cardio twice this week and next week, and then I'll add the other day in. I would like to do back tomorrow and separate back from legs, but I just feel like I need those couple extra rest days. For some reason, I just feel like my body needs it. Who knows? I might train back next week and separate the days, but I don't know. I just feel like my body needs the rest this week, so I'll take a rest. And Saturday and Sunday, nothing, chill, and then yeah. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go in and eat egg whites, turkey bacon, and a banana with some honey. And then after that, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich. After that, some watermelon, and then maybe a protein brownie, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how we feel. If I feel good, I don't need it. And then I'll have my dinner, which would be chicken breast, rice, broccoli, and one of those wheat wraps for the carb balance. And that'll conclude my calories for the day. That'll be like, I'm saying, anywhere between 15 to 1800 calories right there. So that's what I have to be in order to lose weight. It might even be a little bit over that, but still, that's a deficit, because like I said before, my maintenance calories is, I believe, 2,800. So I'm way below that, so I can still lose weight, even though I was way lower than that when I started this. But the fact that I'm working out and cardio and all that shit, I can go up a little bit in the calories while still being in a surplus, because I'm still going to lose weight, because like I said, the training and stuff, your muscles are going to burn through it, the cardio helps you burn through it. And that's another thing. Somebody told me the other day, they said, I'm doing all this cardio, but I'm starving. I said, yeah, because cardio ramps up your metabolism. When you do cardio, anything over 40 minutes, you start ramping up your metabolism, burning more fat, burning more glycogen. So it increases your appetite. Anytime you lift heavy weights, these are the two things that increase your appetites, guys. Remember this. When you lift heavy weights and when you do a lot of cardio, that's going to increase your appetite a lot. And usually for people that can't gain weight, I always tell them, do cardio, do some decent cardio, and lift heavy weights, because that's going to make you want to eat more. It just increases your appetite, because your body's telling you, we need to eat, we need to replenish what we spent, because you've been going crazy. So that's just a tip to you guys out there. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going on, and I got some work to do. Gonna edit these videos and gonna do some research on these mics. And like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching always. It's a blessing, and I love you guys. And feel free to share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Day 2 of the cut, summer cut. I love y'all. Peace.
Big responsibility come with saying my body, my temple. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like I done became so boring to all of the wrong people. But I'm so interesting to all of the right people. Anything that make me uncomfortable or a challenge, man, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. So sometimes we have psychological challenges, sometimes we have emotional challenges, sometimes we have physical challenges. So listen, I gotta learn from what I need from this situation. Whether it's uncomfortable, unfortunate, look for the positive lining in it and move on.